Alright everyone, welcome to my Battle Girls Time Paradox review. Now, it took me a little bit to get this, review all together, with the story and the characters and the animation and what I like and dislike. So yeah, I got everything all, I guess, organized. I mean, I did kind of rush it at the end, but I think I think this review will be just fine. I mean, this is a mediocre review, so doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it is called a mediocre review, but I guess calling it a mediocre review kind of make it sound like a mediocre review. But that's just the name of my gamer tag, my channel, mediocre racist 72. So yeah, just take it with a grain of salt. It's not supposed to take it literally, but sometimes I do take it literally. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But anyway, my review of Battle Girls Time Paradox. Now, I have seen this show last year. I did a remastered, of all 13 episodes because of reasons. Because YouTube doesn't like, YouTube doesn't like me posting up the actual anime around here, so that's why I have to remaster it and put a timer because of so I don't get strike for like who knows how many times. But anyway, let's get on to the review. Now, Battle Girls Time Paradox. Where do I begin? Now, I have done some research, and Battle Girls Time Paradox is actually based off a video game, I think. A CR something something video game. I've only seen like somewhat of a trailer of it. I didn't see it through the end, but just a little bit. I mean, it did look video game-ish, but yeah. But I'm just focusing on the TV series. Now, this show was released, at least the first episode was released on April 4th, 2011. So, yeah, 5 years. But that's okay, that's okay. Now let's see here. So, let's talk about the story. Now the story starts off with our main character, Hideyoshi. A normal. She did say she's a middle schooler, but she doesn't really look like a middle schooler. She looks like she's in high school. But I'm gonna say high school just because that's just the normal thing in NASCAR, whatever. So yeah, Hideyoshi, a normal high school girl. Just a normal high school girl, and then she goes to a shrine to, to get some help, with her tests. I guess I won't explain too much about that. I mean, you guys probably already seen the show with me or by yourself, but anyway, so yeah, she does one day she ends up in a she ends up back in time in a parallel world, I think. I mean, they haven't really, I guess they did somewhat specify the location that Hideyoshi is, a world without men. But anyway, so yeah, Hideyoshi ends up back in time in the around the middle of the 16th century, where I believe it's called the Warden State era or something like that. But yeah, she ends up in the world, 400 or 500 years back in time. But this is a parallel world where there are no men, which begs the question: how is everyone born here? But apparently, according to Shiro, everyone's born from the stork, which that still blows my mind because that's just a safe way to tell children. That's like those stories like how kids ask their parents like, "Hey, mommy, daddy, where are babies born?" And then the safest route is from the stork. But of course, the obvious answer is sex. But yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Hideyoshi, ends up working with Nobunaga and Mitsuhide. These two, Nobunaga is a a general. Yeah. Well, Mitsuhide is her retainer. Yeah. So just a little history lesson. Nobunaga, sorry, not Naga, yeah, Nobunaga, Oda Nobunaga. I'll get on her character is. Well, I guess I should probably finish up the story first. So let me think here. Yeah, this is kind of an sketchy, a sketchy review. I mean, I don't really have a script with me. I mean, I'm just pulling this out of my head and just going the general route. But yeah, well, let me think here. But yeah, the story is pretty straightforward. Hideyoshi is helping Oda Nobunaga to help find all the Crimson Armor pieces, and Nobunaga's dream is to conquer the land. Yeah, conquest. But yeah, over the episodes, we see Hideyoshi, Nobunaga, and all the other characters just finding the Crimson Armor, and then occasionally go on hunting and challenges. But to me, the story wasn't fully explained. Like the whole parallel world. I guess the future people. I think it was the Oda clan. No, sorry, that's Oda Nobunaga. The Dante clan, yeah. In the future, the Dante clan was trying to travel in the past to get the Crimson Armor to rule. Where did I go from there? Okay. So yeah, they never did explain the future. I mean, they to me they did explain some things, but how I see it, it wasn't fully explained. There were times where Dante Sensei explains time travel and dimension travel, but then Oda Nobunaga interrupts her or ignores her science fiction mumbo jumbo. But yeah, I mean, I really do want to listen to some of the science fiction science fiction mumbo jumbo. But hey, I am a bit of a sucker when it comes to science fiction stuff. That's why I love science fiction stories like, say, Halo or Dead Space or what else? Just a lot of sci-fi stories that I really enjoy. Anyway, what was I? But yeah, the story overall was entertaining enough. I guess you could say there were some plot holes. No, I wouldn't say plot holes. Okay, to save you guys some trouble, the story was okay. I guess it didn't need to be too deep, just give you a general idea of what's going on, but yeah, the story was okay. Sorry if I kind of bored you guys with my non-scripted review, but hey, this is a mediocre review. Alright, now let's get on to the characters. Now, Hideyoshi Yoshino, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She is voiced by, of course I watched the dub, so I'm probably gonna talk about the English voice actors, because I didn't watch the sub, but anyway, so yeah, now, Hideyoshi is voiced by none other than Brittany Karbowski. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, Brittany Karbowski is, I would like to say she is notorious when it comes to, voicing a lot of characters. I mean, I mean, if you go to a specific website called Behind the Voice Actor, you can check on how many characters that people have voiced. So Brittany Karbowski has voiced many characters, Migi from Parasite, canon from the world God only knows. Yeah, but yeah, Brittany Karbowski does voices a lot of characters, and I think she nails it. Like, to me, Brittany Karbowski is my favorite voice actor. Yeah, she's my favorite voice actor when it comes to anime. But yeah, the list just goes on and on. I'm just scrolling through all the characters that she voiced it, and some of them I recognize, some of them I don't recognize. But yeah. But anyway, enough about. But anyway, I gotta talk about Hideyoshi's character, not the actual voice actor, but Hideyoshi. To me, Hideyoshi is underdeveloped. I mean, I do get her general character, a normal high school girl, a bit of a child. She has a black hole for a stomach. She's kind of useless in some situations. Um, but she is a caring person. Yeah, caring person. Around the end, she persuades everyone to not kill each other or do anything irrational. But yeah, but overall, Hideyoshi she was an okay character. I mean, I can't. I mean, I do have some gripes with her, but overall, her character's all right. She's a likable main protagonist, but yeah. Anyway, what was I? Now, Oda Nobunaga, the female version of the show. I did explain how she wanted to grab the Crimson Armor and conquer the land, and yeah, that's been her motivation until the end. At the end of the show, she changed her mind. She doesn't need the armor, and yeah, and she's strong, independent. What else? Yeah, I guess Oda Nobunaga was an okay character. And that's kind of the same with some of these other characters. Like, now Mitsuhide, I guess you could say she's a tsundere. I mean, even Hideyoshi said a few times how she was being a tsundere. She's not being honest with her feelings. She feels, now, Mitsuhide, she dedicates her life to, make Oda Nobunaga happy. There are times where she does stupid stuff. But yeah. But again, Mitsuhide is an okay character. Now, Dante Sensei or Masamune, yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Some of these Japanese words are kind of a tongue twister, but yeah. Now, Masamune, I guess you could say she's one of those characters who don't show up very often, but when she does get her spot in the light, I guess you could say she's like the exposition character. She tells us how, time travel works and how she was meant to, get the Crimson Armor and conquer and make the world how it should have been. Now, to me, I don't think that's really a good thing. I mean, how can I explain this? I mean, to change the world, I mean, that's something like politics or something, I don't know, but, like, I mean, the world I'm in right now, I mean, sure, it's kind of shitty, but, I mean, it's alright, I mean, I can live with it. But anyway, what was I? Oh, yeah. But, anyway, Dante Masamune, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I mean, I am kind of butchering some of these names, but anyway. But overall, her character is pretty solid. Alright, next. Imagawa Yoshimoto, I think that's how you pronounce her name. And hold on, I'll probably just save you guys the trouble and just describing some of these characters in just maybe 1 or 2 words. I mean, I don't really want to drag too long. I mean, I'm already at around 15 minutes. Close to 15 minutes. I mean, I don't want to drag this video too long, so I'm just gonna save you guys the trouble and say some of these characters in like sentence. But Imagawa, she's alright. she kind of treats Ieyasu a bit of a child, but she's alright. And Ieyasu, around the end, she grabs the Crimson Armor, uses it to conquer the world, but of course he eventually fails. But so far she's okay. Let's see here. Shingen, an okay character. Kenshin, okay. Hanzu, which is now with Hanzu, she basically has an army of clones. I mean, at least that's how I see it. I mean, there's just a bunch of Hanzus, and they never did explain that. I mean, I could like make up a bullshit excuse, like maybe. Okay, since this is a world without men, I would imagine that they had to reproduce maybe asexually, but of course, asexually means, it's basically a clone of one another, but in this world, they can clone themselves, but maybe make a few adjustments to their DNA. But with Hanzu, the adjustments doesn't kick in, and basically, her mother, I guess, just reproduced just a bunch of clones, or just a lot of twins, or I don't know. I'm just making this shit up. Anyway, now, Shiro. Oh, Shiro. He's a perverted dog, okay? I mean, he does have his moment, but it kind of died pretty shortly. But I mean, he did try to be a badass around the end, but didn't really turn out so well. Mori, I mean, I will show up the characters' faces up here, so just in case, if I do butcher some of these characters, or when I'm saying these characters' names, you probably won't recognize them, but yeah. Anyway, Mori, okay character. Otomo, okay. Yeah, I'm butchering some of these names, but yeah, this girl. Okay character. So yeah, overall, some of the characters, they're alright, nothing too amazing. I mean, some of these characters are based off these 400 to 500-year-old people. Of course, there are female versions of them. Like Oda Nobunaga is a warden state general. I think that's who he was back then, or she in this anime. But yeah, it's a little hot in here. But anyways, overall the characters were alright. Now let's talk about the animation. Now this anime was created by TV Tokyo, and they have made quite a few anime that I've recognized, such as Cowboy Bebop, Azumanga Daioh, DNA Angel, let's see if I can find two of them are, I guess you could say, American, but I guess they were influenced by, or maybe they were Japanese, but then they were just influenced by American shows, or whatever. I'll just say what they made. Bakugan and Totally Spies. That's interesting, but whatever. I'm not gonna judge. But anyway. But so far the animation, I mean, for a 2011 show, it does. I mean, for a 2011 show, it's all right. I mean, probably back then it was probably amazing, but I think around today's standards, I mean, it kind of does show its age just a little. But overall, the animation is solid. Yeah, I guess the animation is just solid. Now, the action scenes. How do I feel about the action? How do I feel about the action? Well, to me, some of the action scenes does remind me of Zatch Bell. I mean, like the lightning dragon. That's definitely Zatch's spell. I believe the spell is called Balsakarda or something like that. Yeah, I think Balsakarga. I mean, it has been a while since I've seen Zatch Bell. I mean, I've only seen the first 100 episode. I mean, there was a total of 150, but I've only stopped around episode 105. But yeah. But yeah, some of the action scenes are pretty interesting. I mean, it does kind of have some magic or super abilities that probably didn't happen back then. But hey, this is anime, so anime logic. But yeah, the action was pretty solid. There's nothing to complain. Now the comedy. I mean, it was somewhat funny. I mean, when they were telling the story, yeah, the scary story, hold on, Mitsuhide, she did piss her pants, and I thought that was pretty hilarious. When she was just freaking out of all the scary stories, but they're not really all that scary. And then Nobunaga, her stories are not scary, and it's more of a joke than a horror story, but yeah. And I think Shiro, he's kind of the comedy relief, he's, well, the perverted dog, yeah, just a perverted dog and just a comedy relief. And Hideyoshi is a bit of a, silly girl. But overall, the comedy it's alright, I mean, they don't make me laugh too hard, like, just laugh my ass off, but yeah. So yeah, I think I covered, the characters, the story, the animation. I don't think I should. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me just rephrase that. Okay, let me talk about some of the sound effects. Well, I mean, sound effects is not exactly important, but the sound is okay. But like, say like the voicing, yeah, the voice acting. I mean, to me, the voice acting is alright. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't feel natural, and that's probably due to the bad lip syncing. That's one of my gripes I want to talk about. The lip syncing is pretty bad. I mean, there are times where the characters don't talk, but then there are times where the characters their mouths are moving, but there's no sound coming out, and yeah, that's just not exactly. I have seen some anime with bad lip syncing, but for 2011, I kind of expected a bit more. Yeah, but overall, the voice acting and the lip syncing, it could be passable, I guess, but still, I kind of expect more from from a studio. So yeah. Now, my other gripe is I did say that Hideyoshi is a bit useless. I mean, she doesn't really participate in some of the fight scenes, but yeah. Actually, there was that moment I think it was in episode 2, yeah, where Hideyoshi and Mitsuhide fight, but of course Hideyoshi can't do jack because she was born in a world where fighting was kind of not, where fighting wasn't really, something mandatory, where, back then, like martial arts and like, just fighting back then was pretty mandatory, but in modern day, with high school, they don't fight, I mean, she does learn on TV, but learning fighting on TV is not exactly the best idea. It's not exactly the best idea to, learn fighting. But yeah. Anyway, what else? Yeah, they didn't really. That I did explain this. I did explain this a little back, but they never did explain some of the stuff like the parallel world or girls only, sci-fi. Yeah, I've already explained some of this stuff, but that's one of the things on my list that I guess I kind of jumped the gun on, but yeah. Now, what did I like about Battle Girls Time Paradox? The action comedy. I mean, the action was alright. I mean, that is something I do like. I do like fight scenes. They do look entertaining. I mean, they are colorful enough to stand out. And the comedy, I guess it's alright. I mean, I do like the comedy. I mean, it's somewhat funny, but. So yeah, and I think that's all for my review. I mean, I guess I could make this a separate video. I mean, I am at the 25-minute mark. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could put like a message at the beginning saying that if you don't want to watch my, I don't particularly recommend this review if you already have your thoughts on the show, if you like it, if you dislike it, and this review, won't really change your mind or how you view the show. But yeah, I probably should have said that at the beginning. But hey, this is a sketchy review. But overall, Battlegirls Time Paradox is, I guess, what you would like to call a popcorn show. It's nothing too serious, nothing too bad. It's an alright show. It's definitely a show you could definitely relax if you probably seen a more intense anime such as Death Note or Code Geass, or maybe a horror anime, say like Another, or say Blood Sea, or just this anime will definitely calm you down. Like, say you're in a mood, you want to watch anime but you don't feel like you want to watch something too serious, or you don't really want to watch something too serious, then Battlegirls Time Paradox is definitely an anime that you could grab your popcorn and just enjoy it as it is. It doesn't really take too much thinking, brain power. The anime doesn't really take too much brain power to, I mean, I guess you could say this is a show where you just turn off your brain, but yeah. So yeah, I guess the final score for Battlegirls Time Paradox is a 6 out of 10. So yeah, yeah. Well, I guess that's all I got. Again, sorry if this review is a little sketchy. I'm not professional or anything like that, but I guess I've already said that a few times, and yeah. Well, everyone, this was me, Mediocre Racer 72, and yeah, I hope to see you guys in another video. Maybe I can get back into gaming, because I mean, it has been like, say, maybe a week since I've done a gaming episode. I mean, mostly because my computer is not exactly functioning. I mean, I do plan on getting some parts I can fix it. I need to replace the C drive, and yeah, mostly I just need to give it a hard restart, and hopefully it runs a lot better to record my game, because if I try to record at the state it is right now, it'll be buggy. And yeah, I've already explained this on some other episodes. Yeah, I am getting a little bit off topic, but yeah, so yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Later.